Hey guys, this is Mr. Church. I hope you're having a good Monday. Obviously, I'm not at school today. I'm at home with a sick child. So I've made a list of things that you absolutely have to get done. And here's the order I want you to do them in: 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I'm going to go ahead and reveal the first one. This is the scatter plots practice worksheet from last week. Those who were here during the end of the week, those last 2 or 3 days when it was, everybody was sick and out for other reasons. So those who were here got started on this, I think. So if you need a copy, you need to raise your hand, let the substitute know. And because I'm not there to help you, I took my time to make a little video. It's on Canvas. You'll actually go to assignments. Okay, go to assignments, otherwise you won't find this video. It's not with the other video. So go to assignments, go to scatter plots practice 1 through 14, and then right here you'll see the video. In the video, I work out problem number 1 and problem number 5. It's about 8 minutes long, but if you'll watch it and follow along, the key is following along. Otherwise, you'll probably get bored to death. So follow along, you'll knock out 2 problems, and you'll figure out how I want this to be done. Everybody, even if you're watching the video or not watching the video, your goal for today is to finish numbers 1 through 8. That is your goal, okay? You don't have to work on the back. We'll start that tomorrow. 1 through 8. When you get done with 1 through 8, then you are done with the first thing that I want you to do today. The second thing, which it seems like this is just like pulling teeth to get some kids to do this. It's actually 2 of these things combined. I want you to check out 45 first. Check and review 45. It's been weeks, and I still don't have this from some of you. So what I've done is I've updated it. Here's the list right here. I'll call out your name. So if you hear your name, that means you still need to submit 1 through 45. That's Luke, Devin, Caden, Preston, Kendon, Sean, Nikki, Landon Peel, Ashton. All right, I know some of you need extra help from me, and I will help you, but there's some of you on this list that can do this. You just haven't, out of just sheer laziness or I don't know what, but you've had this for like 3 weeks now, okay? You know that if you're able to do this, and if you're not able to do this, then, well, there's 2 options here, okay? If I don't get this turned in, like tomorrow, like you get it done in class today and I come in tomorrow and it's done, for you folks who can do it, then you're telling me 2 things, or one of 2 things. You need to stay in tutoring this week, or you need to stay in after-school detention to get it done. Now, I'm speaking specifically to you folks who I know can do this on your own with little help from me. Those who need help from me, all right, you still need to get it done, but I'm going to be a little more merciful on you because you need help from me. The rest of you folks, you know who you are. You're able to get this done. There is no excuse. Get it done. Same thing with the 32 review. Here's a list of those folks, and you can see there's quite a few. If you can't see it from where you're sitting, then I'm going to read this out loud as well. This is the check-in 2 review to 1 through 32. Ashley, Olivia, Devin, Preston, Nikki, Landon Peel, Lucas, Christian, Dylan, Ashton, Trey, Lance, Kinsey. Okay, so this is the second one we did, 1 through 32. You've still had this one for about 2 weeks or more at this point. And either one of these, if you've lost your hard copy, I have put a digital copy online. You just have to click on it, open it up, and work on the problems from there. So there's really no excuse. If you know how to do this, you can do it with little help from me. Get it done. Same thing as before. If you can't, if I don't come in tomorrow and it's done, because I'll be asking you, then you're going to be either scheduling some time to stay in tutoring. We'll do it tomorrow when I get to class. We'll just get you up on the phone, have you call your parents at work, wake them up if they're at home, and get you into tutoring or after-school detention. You can pick either one, as long as I get it done. You've had long enough. Number 4, there's some quizzes games that some of us still haven't done yet, and there's some codes that you guys need to know to access those. So I'm going to read those out down here. When you go to Canvas, you'll see quizzes, third 9 weeks. Just looks a little bit different for fourth block. You won't see all these classes. It'll just have a code, but it'll be the same thing. So there's 4 here, but not everybody's doing the same ones right now. So and some of you haven't done some of these, so don't worry about it. Just worry about the ones I'm about to call out. So the first one I'm gonna expect you to have done will be linear versus non-linear. It's called It's on quizzes, linear versus nonlinear. There's another one just like it that has a very similar name. It's called linear versus nonlinear functions. But this one's just linear versus nonlinear. So if I call it your name, you have not done this quizzes game. You'll need to go to Canvas, find the name of this game, and find the code for your class. So don't use the code from another class. Use the code for your class. And then make sure you type in your first and last name so I'll know it's you. So if you're in block 1, linear versus nonlinear quiz that would be Grayson Klein, Brooklyn, and Luke Sheets. So write that down. Quiz linear versus nonlinear. Block 2, Sean and Nikki. So write that down, gentlemen, if you're there today. Linear versus nonlinear. That's on quiz You'll go to the Canvas, find the code for that game. It's under quiz third and 1 weeks. Find linear versus nonlinear and write down the code for your class. Block 3, Ashton, Aubriana, Kinsey, Cole, and Grayson. I did have a Grayson who put their name on one of these. Might have been this one, but there was no last name. So I have multiple Graysons. Grayson, you may just have to do it again if that was you. And then block 4, linear versus nonlinear, Grayson Huffman, and then Alexis. You're the only two that I have who I didn't see on there. Yours will look different. Your code's on your Canvas course page. The other one is called initial value and rate of change. So listen to me, first block students and second block students. Neither one of your classes, I think, have started this one. So you'll go to Canvas, go to quizzes, third 9 weeks, look for initial value and rate of change. Write that down. Initial value and rate of change. Because I don't have anybody down who's done it. That's fine. Maybe I haven't assigned it to you yet. Well, now you know. You're going to do that one. Okay? Now, block 3 and 4, you guys have already started that one. Block 3, here are the people I don't have a score for. Ashton, again, Sophia, Evan, Ty, Kinsey, and then Grayson. That's block 3, and that's initial value and rate of change. Go to quizzes, go to Canvas, find your class code for block 3, go to quizzes, and it should be able to access that. And block 4 people, same too, Grayson Huffman and Alexis. Initial value and rate of change. Go to your Canvas page, find the code for your class, log into quizzes, and get it done. All right, the only other thing I have you guys that I want you guys to start on if you don't have anything else to do is this new assignment. It's called Functions Review 1 on SchoolNet. All right, you're going to use the code, and the code's right down here. It's FuncRev1, not FunRev, FuncRev. So don't forget about the C that's in there. We did one before called linear functions. This is just a mixture of linear and other function problems. So we're going to call it Functions Review 1. Only start this if you're done with everything else. You get the worksheet done. You already have those 2 reviews done. You have all the quizzes, games that I just mentioned. Then you can work on that. However, please do not submit. Remember what happens when you submit this? It's final. So don't submit. I will tell you tomorrow how many you've missed and which ones, and then you can go back and correct it. Okay? If you get done with everything, then you can just sit and read, and that's pretty much going to be it. All right? I expect your behavior to be superb. I do not want to come back into a note written that you wasted time or you were being disrespectful, because then you and I are going to have a little chat about using your time productively and how to behave when somebody's there doing me a favor when I can't be there. Other than that, I hope you have a productive day and that you're well behaved, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Thanks.